Hello everyone and welcome back to this tutorial. This is part number 3 where we'll refine the SHOELAST we have already modeled in Rhino. We will align the reference images with the 3 orthogonal views, add an additional control curve, and ultimately complete the 3D model. Let's begin. Now we can focus on adjusting our SHOELAST in a very accurate way, because we have one more curve, control curve, this one, and we can move also this curve or edit control points, for instance, to get a very accurate shape. Assign paint material to the object, and let's start by moving the central line. As you can see, it's very easy to change the shape of our SHOELAST. Let's tinkering a bit with all curves. Now we're going to show the picture layer, the original picture. Let's copy this object, drag it vertically, and rotate it accordingly to the arrow of direction. So in my case, I will use a red arc, and I will put 90 degrees. Go to the front view and move the picture to fit as better as possible our side view, the side view of our surface. If you switch to ghosted view, it's easier to see through the objects, so we can adjust better. Go to the top view, select the original picture, and move it to fit the surface silhouette. Now we have two views perfectly aligned to our object. Let's go to the front view, copy again the picture, paste it, drag it, in my case by using a blue arrow, and rotate it by using green arc, 19 degrees. In right view, move the picture to fit our front view of the surface. At this stage, we have all three views aligned to the object, and we can lock again the picture layer. Now we can edit our contour curves to fit as better as possible the picture. As you can see, the shape is almost accurate, but keep in mind that pictures sometimes are not consistent. So we have to choose a good shape, but sometimes it's a deal. In my opinion, in this case, probably we should need one more contour curve let's try again with this one. We can go back by clicking undo button. The shape is getting better, it's getting more similar to the picture, but we are not close enough to the picture. So I try to extract one more isocurve to control the lower part of our SHOELAST. Okay, let me say something like this. Switch to the shaded view, hide the picture layer, and delete the surface. Now we have one more contour curve. It's a good idea to rebuild it for the reasons we mentioned in the previous parts of this tutorial. Select all curves and create a new surface from curve network. Record history must be on. Assign paint material to the object. And press enter when you're done. Now we are going to adjust the shape of our surface by editing all the curves. We start from this side curve near to the ankle, and the other one. Now let's try to edit the new curve. It seems to be exactly what we were looking for, because with this curve we are able to control the bottom of our SHOELAST. We can edit this curve, all curves actually, from any of the views. In this case, from front view, it's very convenient to make some modification. We can change almost everything because we want to fit as much as possible the shape of the picture. We are really getting close. As you can see, after we moved the curves, they look to be, how can I say, outside of the surface, but they are linked to the surface. So don't mind about where the curves actually are, but just the final result, how the surface looks like. This is what we really care of. Using a gumball is very convenient, especially for scaling or moving some points. As you can see, we are really getting closer and closer to the original picture. And this is, in my opinion, this is the strength of Rhino. I mean, the first time you have to build your network of curves, but after this you can edit your surface very easily. This is just an example, but also in the real world, let me say, this process can take some time, but in my opinion it's very efficient and very fast compared to other kind of approach. Once we are done, we can hide the picture layer. We create a new layer called, let me say, SHOELAST, and we change layer to our surface, to our final surface, and we put it onto SHOELAST layer. We hide the other layers, and this is what we got, the final SHOELAST. As you can see, this surface is open. And this is not really an issue or a problem, but generally speaking, it is acceptable. But we have to adapt this surface also for other development, for instance, for the sole. So we have to close it. For doing that, we have to extract two curves. Let's go to duplicate edge command, which is this one, and click on top and on bottom edges of our SHOELAST. Let's hide our surface. So we got these two curves. Now we will show the 2D layer, and we'll extrude the green line on the bottom. We will use this surface to split the two new curves. Object to splits are these two curves, and cutting objects is this surface. I can delete the surface. I can hide again to the layer, and we can create two new surfaces by using this command. Surface from 2, 3, or 4 edges. Okay, this is the first one, and this is the other one. I can select all curves and delete them. I don't need them anymore. I can show our surface and switch to rendered view. Assign the paint material to the new surfaces, and now, as you can see, our shoe is completely closed. Save sometimes, and that's all for now. See you next. Bye bye.